What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Micro Futures Trader channel. It is the 30th of March, heading into the springtime here, heading into April. We are going to take a look this morning at Arcblock. It's been a while since we pulled up a full chart here of ABT USD. This will be the daily chart. Coinbase, tradingview.com is the website here. So we've been continuing to pull back here for ARC ABT, and we're going to share a couple levels of potential support and current resistance, as well as we'll throw some Fibonacci's up on the most recent pullback. I do still have some upper targets I will share with you guys, and I did remove a couple targets that are not valid anymore, because this pullback has went deeper than the last video. But my targets, which we'll get to at the end of the video, so hang around till the end so you can see those targets are still valid. All right, guys, so what do we see here for ABT? I want to thank all of these subscribers, by the way. I appreciate everybody hanging around, taking time out of their day to check these videos out. Appreciate it, guys. ABT, so we are trading the past 2 days. We have been, I like to use the ping pong analogy, basically bouncing back and forth between two levels here. So 1369, so 0.1369 on my chart is current overhead resistance. You can think of it as a ceiling above the market that price bounces up to, hits its head, and gets pushed back in the opposite direction, which is right here on the chart, the 29th of March. The price traded up to a high of 1385. So we went higher than our 69, but our 69 was valid and pushed the price back down. So that is overhead resistance. And I like to say for a period of time. We don't know how long it will be resistance. Sometimes it's just a couple hours. Sometimes it's much, much longer, weeks or months. We can say that because here is a resistance level that has been valid for all the way back till February. Look at right here. This candle on the 26th of January traded all the way up. It went above our 1723 level, but it closed below it. So that is a ceiling of resistance up there. And that is still valid because ever since then, we've been pushed back down to, lower levels on the chart. And we have not yet reached back up there to flip that and turn that into support. So within higher levels, there are other smaller levels, and that is what we're talking about today, which is the 1369. Below the market on the flip side, so if you flip the ceiling upside down, it would be a floor of support. What do we have a floor of support? 1260, which is this blue line right here. The price traded down to a low of 1255. We are currently at 1297 at, let's see, 5:09 a.m. on the East Coast. So we traded below our floor and we are back above it. So it is a floor of support for now, for a period of time. We don't know how long that will last, of course. So that's what I say when it's ping-ponging. It's ping-ponging between our 1369 and also our 1260 for the past 2 days. So those are some levels to keep an eye on, if you were looking to accumulate more. If I was looking to accumulate Arcblock, which I'm not, I would be looking to buy it at a floor of support, not necessarily a ceiling of resistance. If you're trading this, which I don't know if people trade this or not, then you'd be looking to go short at a ceiling and not at a floor because you want the price to go lower, not higher. But if you're looking to buy and you're getting long and you're bullish, floor of support. So anyways, we have this, let's kind of take a step back from the resistance and support levels and talk about kind of a bigger picture here of the Arcblock chart. So we talked about this in definitely one of the last two Arcblock videos. Not sure which one it was. It's been a while, like I said. We have this, what looks to be a very big cup with handle. It's not perfect, of course, but it's definitely some kind of a bottoming, a big basing pattern. And here is our handle. Our handle continues to slide lower and lower. That is a thing of concern, but it is what it is. So that is really the stepped back view of this chart. If we take a look at more recent times, kind of what's been going on for, about half of this year so far, we are in a downtrend, you might say, obviously, but let's see. We have the high that took place on the 26th, lower high, and we have, these lower lows, lower highs, a rough patch here of lower lows. Looks like it's trying to find some kind of a bottom here. We'll see if it holds. So what we're looking for is basically a move higher to a higher low and then a higher high. So we still have this lower low here. So far, yesterday's candle, which was the 29th of March, is a lower high. And we're getting, today we're trading lower, obviously. So what we're looking for is either one, a higher low, which we would look for that to come in around one of our floor of support levels, which could be 1260. And then we're looking for a move to give us a higher high. That's one case scenario. That will give us a change in trend to the upside. That could be what's playing out right now. We also could see something like this. Let me just clean this up for you guys. Guys, if you have not downloaded the trade tracker, there's a link in the video description. There was a little clip in the beginning of the video. It's a free download. It will help keep you more organized, either in one, you're investing, or two, you're trading. You just fill in the form and keep it on your desk or in your file cabinet, whatever. And you can look back on it and see where you entered and exit a trade, maybe your thoughts at that time, why you bought it, why you sold it. Check that out. Link down in the video description. So that is one thing that could play out, guys. We have the lower high. Let me get back to my drawing here. Lower high, lower low. We could see a rally, taking out our most recent major high, and then get a pullback to support, and then continue the uptrend. That is another thing that could play out. So we're kind of in limbo stage here with Arcblock as we ping pong in between our 1369 and our 1260 level. So those are two levels, which are these two levels. Let me get my circle tool here. That's these two levels right here, guys. That's one, which is 1369, and then our 1260 level right here. So those are two areas around the price to watch right now. Let's say the price breaks out today. We start the trade above 1369. Well, if that's the case, we would look for a higher high. So what's our most recent major lower high? So yesterday's high, I'm talking about this high over here, which is the 20th of March. That high is 1480. So if we get a break above that level, then that is the beginning of a change in trend. We still want to see a higher low take place. So that would be let me get my other tool here. So that would be this level here. Looking for a solid break above that would start to indicate to us that this change in trend could be taking place. So we could get that higher high, and then we'll get the pullback at some point, higher low, and then boom, off to the rally. And then we really have that change in trend because we have a confirmation with our higher low. So I know there's a lot going on here, but basically downtrends, you'll get lower highs. You'll get lower highs and lower lows. Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So if you flip that chart the other way, an uptrend, here is a rough example of an uptrend on this chart. Excuse me. You have your lower lows. Here's a lower high, here's a higher low. It's rough, but then you have your higher high, your higher low, and then your higher high. So downtrends, lower highs, lower lows, uptrends, higher lows, higher highs. So that's kind of just what we're looking for here, is that change in trend to a higher highs, higher lows, gives us that confirmation, gives us that confidence that the price is more likely ready to go higher than it is to go lower. Keeping in mind our support and resistance levels, 1369, 1260, and then above the market, 1564. That would take place after we get a higher high, and then 1723, and then so on. So we have some upper targets here that I have calculated in the older videos of Arcblock, which would be, let's see, I have a couple up here. So the depth of the cup, which is the 39 cent, 39.59, that is still valid. That is not changed. And then I have a 38.12 cent. That is not changed as well. If we throw the Fibonacci's up here to our most recent high, which is roughly there. That's the wrong tool. Let me get the correct tool, guys. Guys, I want to welcome you guys to the channel. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us here. Hit that thumbs up as well. Appreciate it. Throwing the fibs up there on the recent high to recent low. And you can see the 1618 fib level based on this most recent pullback here takes us up to a 28 cent roughly ABT. And then my target, which is slightly above that, which is a 29.65 cent. So that is a valid level, assuming eventually we get a solid breakout here. I think that 28 to 29 cent Arcblock would be pretty reasonable to hit. That also takes us above this major high over here, which is 28.20. And then, so on and so forth. If you're using the fibs, all the way up there, the 2618 is 50 cents. And then you can fill in the blanks if you want to look at crazy high prices. But one thing at a time, guys. And I can tell you right now that the most important levels for Arcblock as it's trading is 1260 and 1369 until we can either one, break below that, or two, break above this level. Then these are the most important levels right now. So I would expect, as we wrap this video up, eventually this wedge here, whatever you want to call it, handle, part of the cup with handle, will eventually start to break out to the upside. But right now it's still in a downtrend. We still have lower lows and lower highs. And so far today, or as of yesterday, I should say, we still have nothing but a lower high. So we're looking for that either one, higher low to come in, then higher high, or two, blast off to a higher high, pull back, higher low, and then off to the races. So that is my thoughts here on Arcblock. I know there's a lot going on. Any questions, just go ahead and leave them down in the comments. If you need my email, that is also over on the, head to the homepage of the channel, hit the About tab, I believe it is, and there should be a email somewhere on that page, and you can reach me at if you need some, if you don't want to post your question or whatever, down in the comments. You guys have a great day. It's 5:19 in the morning on the East Coast. We're looking at ABT, USD, Arcblock / United States dollar. Coinbase is the data. This is a daily chart. So far, we have support at 1260, resistance at 1369. You guys take care.